What's going on, everybody? It is the immediate reaction to The Last of Us Episode 2. This is a non-spoiler. I do the spoiler reviews the next day after I do these, so if you're brand new and you're just looking for some Last of Us coverage, I got a bunch of it here, so subscribe to the channel. My immediate thoughts is that this show is fantastic. So to let people know, I had never played the game before, and the way I'm doing it now is after I watch an episode, I play the game up until the point that, so I don't get spoiled past it. And I also want to compare it and see how true it is to the game. And so far, it seems like a pretty great adaptation. And I haven't played the whole thing. I can't speak as far as a full person who has played it, but the music alone and the characterizations and staying true to it. And then even in this episode with certain, I would say, infected that shows up without spoiling anything. Also seems from the things that I've seen also pretty accurate. There is a lot of great stuff going on in this show, and I think that even the way that they play into the infected and how it happened and the reasoning behind it and the fungus and the communication of the fungus into how it plays and how it takes over these infected and what they're doing, and the mission that Joel and Tess and Ellie have to go on now that they have accepted it, and the three of them are forming this bond. What I liked about the episode also is, this episode's intense, by the way, all the way through a couple of different times, where it stays true to what I said last week. What I like is, there's some graphic stuff. There's some stuff. None of it seems gratuitous. Nothing inside of this show seems gratuitous. It all seems like it has a purpose and a meaning, and that's exactly what I got in this particular episode. The relationship between Joel and Ellie, we know, it's the whole show. It's like, even I've heard of The Last of Us for years, and what you've seen in the artwork are the pictures of Joel and Ellie and these things and now that you set up what Joel has gone through, it adds it even more so. And to hear the creators of the game be so involved, it reminds me in the way that George R.R. Martin is involved with House of the Dragon, and it seems like you're getting a pretty good telling of a story that is beloved, and you can see the reason why. It plays to casual viewers, it plays to the hardcore video game fans, and this particular episode continues the mission. And there are times throughout it that I'm going, okay, I can see, I haven't even played this part of the game, but I can see how this is definitely a game mission. But what they've done so well is take some of the gameplay and add it into the actual story, so you don't feel lost if you're not a video game person. Pedro Pascal is a megastar. Everybody, all the acting in general is really off the charts, but I just think that he's doing something really special in this particular episode that gives you more depth to what Joel is all about. I loved this episode. I loved where we're going with it, and there's some big moments, is all I'll say. Again, without spoiling anything, I will do a full spoiler tomorrow. That's what I do on the channel. I go through, the next day I'm going to go through a full thing. So if you want to, I'm sure a lot of people who have watched this want to talk a little bit more spoiler, but my first thoughts is what I do. I turn the camera on and I say, man, you can see why this show is as popular already as it is in only its second episode. This is a very, very well-made show. I watched this episode with my wife, and the thing she said, which is also very true, is the set design in this show is fantastic, and you can see the effort. It reminds me of a lot of the stuff like the great Stan Winston had done, and you can see that there's just a lot of detail that goes into this, and you can see it. It doesn't seem overly CGI'd. It seems like this stuff is made on the actual set itself, and I'm sure that it's also lending to the performance. So sign me up, man. I'm on board for this show. I can't wait to see where it goes, and I'm also really excited now to play more of the game to the point that we've gotten to. And I know they added some stuff in this particular episode, but I want to see how much. It's what I really like comparing it to. All right, now it's you guys. What'd you think? Did you like it? Did you not like it? If you're a video game fan, a lot of changes. Did you like some of the changes? Do you also think it stayed true? Comment, let me know, and stick around for the spoiler tomorrow. And once again, if you're brand new to the channel, hit subscribe. All right, peace out. See you on the flip side.